Oh my gosh, what is that? Why are you so loud? Man, that was never that loud before. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Stewfou. Welcome back to another video. How's it going, everybody? Why was my voice so high right there? I don't know. What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be doing a Q&A. I put a little thing in the community tab, I want to say 2 or 3 days ago. Depends on actually whenever I upload this video. So I posted a community post on the community tab in my channel and asked you guys to ask me questions because I decided to do a Q&A and you guys asked a lot more questions than I ever thought you probably would have after me posting something like this. It just kind of comes to show that we have built a community here on this channel, and I am just super happy to see that you guys actually are here coming together to come and watch the stuff that I make, which I feel like is it's insane. But anyways, let's go ahead and read some of these questions and I'll do my best to answer them as best as I can. Let's start over here with B-Ball Dunker. His question says, what is the worst game you have ever played? So I feel like this is such an easy answer for me because I absolutely abhor this game. Freaking Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I despise that freaking game. I don't know why I hate that game so much, but I just do. I know exactly why I hate that game. It is one of the literal worst games known to man. It is so stupid. What is that? Fire Force. Why are you playing? Like I was saying, the story did not flow with the typical Assassin's Creed storyline, and it was a bad experience for me. I beat it, but I hated every second of that game. Anyways, next question by Kitty Pup Pup. Cool name. What is one of your favorite songs / musical artists? P.S. Let us know about that art video. The sister will hook you up. So if you guys didn't know, I actually had posted in the community tab in this same question about doing a Q&A, but I had every freaking video in the community tab post that I had, I was telling you guys that I originally had the idea to make like an art submission thing. If you guys want to go ahead and submit art, go into the, I want to say, description of any of my videos that I have, more namely the ones that I posted this year. I have the Discord link underneath all of those and you guys can see the link. Yeah, click on there and there's an art tab on my Discord page that you guys can go ahead and submit stuff in there. I literally just stuck something in there for today's describing how I'm gonna have a contest to see who can draw the best art. And speaking of art, let's go ahead and look at this thing that my friend Anne drew for me. I've been holding on to this for the past like 5-6 days or something like that. Probably been longer than that. It's probably been like a week and a half since I got this thing. She told me that she had made me an art painting like / drawing. I think it's a painting of my favorite video game of all time, Kingdom Hearts. And she was like, oh, I'll draw you something because I love that game series too. So she made this painting that I've had forever, and I'm trying to rip this thing open without breaking this. I wanted to just throw this in here to show you guys it because I'm super excited about this thing. I don't know what it looks like. This is my first time opening any of this. If I can freaking... What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show it to you guys first, and then I'm going to react to it after you guys see it. So I think it's... Oh my god! You guys see that? Is it good? Let me turn it around so I can see it now. Holy crap! Oh my gosh, this is legitimately amazing. Holy crap, dude. Oh, dude, are you serious? Anne, are you kidding me right now? And she's got her little what's it called there on the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see that, her signature, Anne Lee. No wonder why it took you so long to do this. And she did this on a canvas. So it's like a legit thing, and it was glossed over and everything. This is so nice. Yo, should I put this like somewhere like over here maybe? Yo, I'm sticking that junk right here from now on. That's exactly where this is gonna go. I don't know how I'm gonna hang that up right now. Right in that area over here, so it'll be in all of my videos. That is so good. And all right, so if you, like I said, if you want to send me stuff like that, or if you want to post it into my Discord, links in the description, you guys can do that. Let's move on to the next question. I just had to do all of that because that question related to art. Let's move on to the next one, which is by Zero Jacket 100, which says, what is your favorite cartoon? My favorite cartoon, that is a freaking hard question because I love a ton of cartoons. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say my favorite cartoon that has like story and stuff like that built into it would be Avatar: The Last Airbender. A lot of people are like, but isn't that an anime? No, it's not. We Americans made it, and it is probably the best American cartoon to ever have been created. It's just so amazing with the diversity of characters and just how that is. But that's like probably my favorite, I would say, story-driven cartoon. My favorite cartoon, there's too many to, I'd say SpongeBob. There you go. SpongeBob's probably the best cartoon out of all of that. I hope that answers your question.
Not at all, boy.
Next question is Mary S. What inspired you to start your own channel? So, that's a hard question. I keep saying these are hard questions. They're not necessarily hard. They just require me to think a lot. What inspired me to start my channel? Well, I can tell you who some inspirations are. Obviously, you guys have seen how I love watching like Caleb City and I think I mentioned Corey Kenshin a lot in my channel. But they are two guys that I saw that I used to watch that I was like, man, I bet I could do some type of videos like that. But the main person that really started getting me into YouTube was Markiplier. Markiplier was the main person that I used to look at all of the time. Back in like 2012 was whenever I started really watching his stuff, and I was like, dude, this guy is hilarious. He's posting videos all the time. I love his like basically voice whenever he's speaking. He's got the freaking heck of a voice, dude. Like he could be a voice actor for real. But he really intrigued me into the whole world of YouTube, got me into looking up other people on YouTube, and then I fell upon Corey Kenshin because my cousin Tan told me about him, and I was like, this dude is really cool. Caleb City was another one of them that I kind of came across in that time, and because Vine was going around, and I just really felt like I could get into it. I mainly wanted to start a channel because I felt like I could do the same thing. I love making people laugh. That is like one of my favorite things to do in the world. And then on top of that, I feel like I wanted to share a positive message to people through laughing, through comedy. I wanted to, you know, share the love of God with people throughout everything I do. So that's why I'm doing YouTube, is to make people laugh, share the gospel with people, God's love, and have fun with it. So that's what I feel like I'm doing on here. Mad Zyro, I think I'm saying your name right, I'm not sure. This is, what kinds of games do you plan on playing in the future? Do you plan on doing entire playthroughs of those games? Are we allowed to recommend games? Thank you for keeping up the good work, and keep up the good work. So I have a few games that I'm planning on doing in the future. Not really sure when. Like I've already recorded like a few videos on like tabs. I said I was gonna do that a long time ago in the past, and I started just getting super depressed with my gaming videos were not doing that good on the channel at the time. I was uploading a lot of them, but nobody was really watching them at the time when I was upset about that. I was like, I'm putting all this work into this stuff, but nobody's watching it. So I started doing other types of videos like try not to laugh challenges and skits, reactions, and then people started watching a lot more of those. I'm not giving up gaming ever because I feel like that's what I founded this channel on, was on gaming. I'm not ever gonna give it up. I decided to start mixing those things together. But I plan on playing some more horror type games because I feel like those are very interesting to play on this channel. Yes, you can suggest games because I'm running out of ideas. Yeah, I would love to do playthroughs again. I had done a ton of playthroughs in the past. I have like a bunch of series that are in my the videos that are in my channel. But if you want to check those out, just go click on the channel playlist and all that stuff. But I am definitely planning on doing a lot more videos and gaming in the future, so stay tuned for that. Next question, Good Tunes Official, I think that's how you say it. How did you learn to edit your videos? Did you have formal education, or did you learn over time? That's a great question. I did not learn how to edit videos through other people. I taught myself how to edit completely. Nobody else ever taught me how to edit videos. That is the one thing I kind of pride myself in when it comes to my channel. Like my first editing software was nothing special. It was Windows Movie Maker, but did not want to do what I wanted it to do ultimately with what I have on my channel right now. So I decided to look up other editing softwares, and lo and behold, I came across a couple that were pretty decent, but I decided against it because it just felt weird with me. And I came across Power Director, which is the editing software I use all the time. It took like probably 2 or 3 years for me to get to where I am now, so don't think that you're gonna get everything immediately. Next question, Cobsta Days. I'm sorry, Kobe, I do this every time for you, bro. Did you ever ask a girl to homecoming / prom when you were in high school, and if so, how did you do it? So your boy Stu over here, back whenever he was in high school, was a play. No, I'm joking, man. I was not. I did not ask a girl out to prom because I didn't go to prom. I only went to the after party. I was kind of like a rebel back whenever I was in school. I was like, oh man, everybody else going to the prom. I don't really care about prom. I'm just gonna have fun with my friends in the after party, which is exactly what I did. But I never asked a girl out to prom. I never went to prom. I never did any of those types of things like that because I felt like I was too cool for it, which in all honesty, I kind of wish I did now because that would have been some fun memories to have. But when it comes to asking a girl out to do anything, you just really have to be yourself in the regards of the best version of yourself, I guess you could say. Because you can say like, oh, be yourself, but if you're being yourself in the aspect of like, oh, I'm just gonna be like as blah as possible, nobody wants to be with the blah person. In all honesty, be the best version of yourself, and then ask them and be honest with them. Be like, go up to them and be like, hey, I really find you attractive. You know, I would like to take you out on a date, or I would like to take you out to prom, or I would like to do like that. Just be upfront with them. Girls typically, at least from my experience, like it whenever a guy is upfront and honest with them and they're not beating around the bush. I mean, like there might be sometimes they like playing like a certain type of game with you and like a flirty type of game, but be more direct with them than be like trying to beat around the bush. Yeah, man, you just got to go for it. You live and you learn, man. You live and you learn. Mercy RG or Rirge, why are you so cool? Well, you know, man. Your boy tried to do what he tried to do, you know what I'm saying? When are you making your next skit for a video? Asks Joseph Juan. I don't know, honestly. I have had, if you look further back in my channel, there's this skit called Tall People Problems that I was super proud of making back whenever I was first starting off my channel, and I have been dying to make a second part of that for years. It's been like 3 years since I made that, and I wanted to make another part of it. I really would like to do that, but yeah. Next question is by Sly Reject. Sly, you have like 5 questions in this one, bro. What the heck? First question by him. I'll read and answer these kind of quick fire so I can, for sake of time. What are your thoughts on a whole woke culture? For example, there are rumors that there might be a black Magneto and Professor X. What do you think about that? So I actually, when I heard about that, they were talking about having, what is his name? Guy from Remember the Titans and other movies that why can't I remember your freaking name, dude? 2 hours later. Denzel Washington. I couldn't remember the dude's name. I don't know why. But anyway, they were talking about having Denzel Washington play as Professor X. Or no, playing Magneto, I think is he was supposed to play. But at first I was like, ugh, that sounds like a terrible idea. But my professor, my history professor from college, came up with this thing talking about like how his character went through the Holocaust. That whole entire thing happening with him was like extremely made his character him. And like now they're trying to, like, I guess you could say, modernize it to where the character of Magneto would be played by Denzel Washington, and he would have gone through like the whole Jim Crow type thing. So kind of the same thing as far as like people getting murdered and killed because of their ethnicity or because of their race, and him going through the same thing, which at first I was like, dude, you know, I don't know if he could play that role because of him being black and whatever, but that whole thing was like, it made me think about it. I was like, it could work if they did it like that. I wouldn't be upset per se, but woke culture, I guess what you were trying to say is like people that are like trying to make other characters black instead of just having them be them and then creating new characters for, say, like the whole Ariel situation. Little known fact, Magneto and Professor X are actually made and created to model after Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. I learned that a few years ago, so it makes sense for them to be, you know, the way they are now, if they choose to do that. I said quick fire round and I'm over here going in depth. Yeah. What do you dislike about YouTube? I hate the fact that YouTube doesn't recommend my stuff as often as I wish. It's harder to grow on there, I should say. Do you have any other hobbies outside of YouTube? So I used to skateboard a ton. I played soccer for all my life, pretty much. I grew up playing it. I grew up loving just to see it and watch it. I played other sports like basketball, ran track and all that, but soccer has been the thing that like it was in my blood. Like I'm part Jamaican. Like I don't know how much exactly. I think like somewhere around like 1/8 or something like that. I guess that blood just stayed in my in my family and in my genes to where I just love playing it. But yeah. What are your thoughts on kids being heavily influenced by social media? For example, does anyone remember Lil Tay? So I hate how that happens, honestly. Lil Tay was weird. Don't let social media or anything influence you in a negative way. It's weird, dude. Isaiah the Man said, what video kickstarted your channel, and what is your favorite video on your channel I've created. I'd say the video that really kick-started my channel was whenever I created the first Try Not to Laugh challenge for Caleb City. That one really boosted my channel a lot. My favorite video though was probably I don't know, that's a good question. Just, you know, I give my best for every one of them, so they're all really special to me. I can't really pinpoint one favorite one right now. Sly again, what did you say? You said, do you watch anime? And if so, what are your top 5 anime shows? Dude, do I watch anime? You know me? Do you know me? Yeah. I love anime, bro. Anime is one of my favorite things, but my top 5, this is hard, and I'm probably gonna have to remake this list some other time, but in no like particular order of like best to worst would be Naruto, Bleach, Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, and oh, this is tough. What is gonna get that last slot for at least this video? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Those right there are like my all-time favorites that I can think of in my head right now. What is this one? It says, what are your thoughts on people who get easily offended nowadays? Don't take everything too seriously, because not everything is dealing personally to you, and not everything is a direct attack towards you. I'm a pretty easygoing dude, I like to think. There's a lot of times I do get defensive about it, because I think that's an issue that I deal with whenever I'm getting altercations or talking with people, but I had to start learning that not everything is a direct attack, or not everything that people, like if they are opposing to me in a viewpoint, that doesn't mean that they are hating me, and that does not mean that they are against me. So yeah, I had to learn that pretty quick. Don't take everything so personally, all right? Okay, this one is by Phantom Drippy. I like that name. How many siblings do you have? Who inspired you to start YouTube, and who is your favorite YouTuber? Mine is Stewfou. Oh, I appreciate that. Do you ever think you would get this far into YouTube? What happened to EYN? There's a lot of questions, man. So I have 2 siblings. I have an older brother who is 3 years older than me. I am 25. I'm about to turn 26. By the time this video is up, I'm probably already 26. So yeah. And a younger sister who is about 4.5 years younger than me, I think. 4 or 5. But yeah, it's just me. I'm the middle child. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Corey Kenshin, my favorite YouTuber of all time. That dude is amazing. Did I think I would get this far with YouTube? In all honesty, I literally, like, my mindset with YouTube was that if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be happy. And as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, I was like, dude, like if the growth stops here, I'll be happy. I didn't think I was gonna get anywhere like this. So, and I'm only at 3,000. So, but still, that's like a lot of people that are watching. Oh, why did my video stop? And what happened to EYN? If you don't know, EYN, Everything You Need, was a YouTube channel that me and some of my buddies from college had started, I want to say 2 years ago, or about 1.5 years ago. It was a lot of fun, and I really want to get back into doing that. I talked to some of the guys, and they're like, yeah, we want to start doing it again. But that's where we're at with that. And the last question is from Jason Smith, asking probably the most difficult question in this entire video. It says, how do you feel about life after death for non-Christians? I mean, from a perspective of a person born in a country where Christianity isn't allowed or isn't dominant. Are they cursed? To answer the question, are they cursed? Yes, I'm cursed as well. So are you. So is it literally everybody else in the world. We're all cursed with sin. But do the people that are born in other countries and stuff like that, are they more cursed than everybody else? No, we're all equally cursed with sin. We're all going to die and go to hell without believing in Jesus, is what my belief is, and I believe that to be true for everybody else in the world. But if they don't get Christianity preached to them in that area, I feel like better to answer that question would be this guy named Ravi Zacharias. I looked up a video earlier. I'll put a link in the description. He describes and answers that question a lot better than I ever will. I'm sorry if I offended you with what I said earlier, but if I did, that's my beliefs, and I pray that you guys take me seriously by it. But anyways, I think that's it. Those are all the questions that were in here. That was a lot longer and took a lot longer to do than I thought. This GIF right here, I love this GIF. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and put it down in the comment section. I'll answer them in another video, probably in a few months or so. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will gladly do something like this again in the future. If you guys like this video, you already know what you got to do. Wiggity, that like button down there. Also subscribe today so you can be part of the family. I make new videos every single week, and I hope to see you guys there, and we can do this again sometime. So this has been Stewfou. God be with you, and I will see you guys in the next video.